Today's event is part of our commitment to inform, facilitate, and support the relationship between family enterprises and entrepreneurs while cultivating an economy that better supports Canadian businesses, leading to more Canadians rising out of poverty, more good ideas being brought to life, and a boost in our country's GDP.
Yeah, our CR Group value proposition is really simple. We assist CFOs and CEOs with leading-edge world-class solutions for executing their strategies. That means we need an experienced team that will take them to the cloud, and we can leverage our privileged access with Microsoft and our other solution partners and our own solutions like CRGM Perform. We really want to be a single strategic partner of all our clients, and we've been doing it so far. So Brian joined Bond in 2018. He brings with him more than 15 years of experience of driving growth and value for organizations through structure, discipline, and clarity. Overseeing financial, legal, and administrative functions, Brian is a trusted advisor responsible for developing the people that we need, processes, tools, and that are required for his company to facilitate growth, strengthen liquidity, and mitigate risk. Brian's unique blend of expertise and insights leading finance teams stems from his experience across multiple industries, from telco to media to entertainment and to performance marketing, his current role.
Afternoon, and again, thank you, VJ, aka Mr. Value Add. I forgot about that nickname. And thanks to Telfer for the invitation for me to speak here today. As we take a look at our agenda for this afternoon, if there was two items that I would hope that we would take away with for our participants would be the following two. Number one would be to really share an example. If you were to take a look at the second bullet here, really take a look at an example of the opportunity of how finance can impact an organization, truly impacting beyond just simply the geo. The second one would really be highlighting, which I truly believe, and very specific to the case study that I'll be walking through with you today. I'll start with what our fundamental belief is, and the thing that really drives the decisions that we make both externally for our customers, as well as how we interact and we equip our employees to succeed. Bonds that build business and experience, highlighting and bolding experiences that ultimately create those bonds. And this applies to a number of audiences in our mind. Number one would be the experiences that are driven from a business's end customer, but also the experiences that we ultimately deliver for the employees that are within our organizations. What this ultimately does for us is it challenges us to ensure that we are delivering exceptional experiences across both the customer as well as the employee journey. We would describe ourselves as a customer experience and loyalty management business. And these are ultimately kind of the three major categories in which our solutions fall. We design and consult strategies and programs for a great set of well-known global brands. We build out programs leveraging both our own proprietary technology, but as well as leveraging a number of partner technology platforms. And three, we operate and continuously optimize these programs on behalf of our clients to ensure that they are continually and growing in the development of the loyalty and engagement that their customers are experiencing. When we took a look at meetings, I'll just highlight a couple bullets, some of the challenges, some of the frustrations that we would have had prior to a solution like this. Meetings to plan agendas for future meetings. Meetings ending without clear actions. Meetings to review the accuracy of large spreadsheets, which shifts us over to spreadsheets. Excel being such a fantastic business tool, however, very difficult when an organization is trying to scale to continue to leverage purely based on Excel. Version control issues often could be error prone, lacking timeliness, and very difficult to share and collaborate purely on Excel. When we talk about resourcing, to translate this to other styles of organizations, it really comes down to confidence in forecasting. The ability to really have control and confidence in understanding of future cash flows, decisions on investments and the right time for making those investments. And then for us specifically, because we are predominantly a project-based organization, the ability to confidently and proactively resource our project teams. We move over to insights. And I always like to demonstrate kind of the hierarchy, use the hierarchy from data to action. And I start with data, which turns into information that enables some form of analysis, which really ultimately should be driving towards an insight that an organization or a user can ultimately make a action against, which would impact the organization. And then the last one would really be around the employee experience.
So the journey to a data-driven decision-making culture, I'll say it in that way, starts with a recognition that we've got data all over the place. We're trying to be more efficient with our decision-making, as you pointed out, not necessarily to save costs, but to drive business results at the end of the day, which might include saving costs. But if that's the focus, you might be looking at the wrong focus. Some of the advice that you've provided here is, don't try to boil the ocean. Have a vision for what you want to do with the data. Commit to being data-driven. Don't think of this as a technology project per se. Think of this as a business-focused project that's going to drive some results for your business. Pay attention to change and be able to answer the question for all of the people who are going to be involved in using this. What's in it for me, what's in it for them, so that they have a sense of the benefits that are going to accrue from the solution that's being brought in. Did I summarize that okay? If you want to react to that, I'll start with Brian and then come back to Vijay.
No, I think that's exactly right. Captured perfectly.
I agree 100%. Thank you, Greg. Very well done.
So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us, and especially Brian for taking some time to talk about his journey.